inspiring words on leadership and global enterprise. We now turn to the arts, and we are privileged to welcome a Grammy Award-winning artist, Ms. Falu Shah. Ms. Falu, the first Indian-born artist to win a Grammy, is known for her extraordinary voice. Her work celebrates both tradition and innovation and has reached audiences around the globe. Please join me in welcoming the incomparable Ms. Falu Shah for her special address.
What a great group to be a part of. Thank you for having me today. Namaste. My heartfelt thanks to the Consulate General of India in New York for bringing us together, and to Columbia University's MPA program in Global Leadership for the opportunity to speak with such a thoughtful and visionary minds. It's truly an honor to be here in a room filled with seekers, scholars, leaders, and visionaries, and each of you preparing to serve the world with intention. As you step into the global leadership roles, you'll discover that diplomacy doesn't always begin in boardrooms. Sometimes it begins with a song. I stand before you not as a traditional diplomat, but as someone who believes that a song can be a statement, that melody can carry a message long before words arrive. Tonight, I invite you on a journey across borders, rhythms, and memories to explore how music, art, and tradition build bridges, preserve identity, and carry peace where politics may pause. Tonight, this is not going to be a monologue. It's a conversation. So I invite you to reflect, respond, and maybe even sing with me. Because in my world, audience and artist shape each other. We sing before we speak, from the sacred syllables of the Vedas to the lullabies in villages, courtyards, from temple bells to street-side bhajans. Music is a part of daily life in India. Each melodic scale called raga is more than just a melody. It is a season, an emotion, a time of day. Some are only sung during full moon because their emotions mirrors the sky. Ancient sages believed music came from nature, birds, winds, rustling leaves. From these sounds came swaras, musical notes. From 12 musical notes came 22 musical notes. They're called microtones. So nuanced, they carry emotion in itself. These microtones, once considered too exotic, are now found in global music, in film scores in Hollywood, even in jazz. I grew up in Mumbai, in Maharashtra. And the earliest memories are filled with sound, my mother chanting mantras at dawn, the tanpuras hum, and birds calling in the park. At 6, I began studying Hindustani classical music. It was rigorous, but within that discipline, I found freedom. When I moved to America, I carried a suitcase of melodies and many questions. How do you honor tradition in a land that may not even recognize it? How do you stay rooted when the soil is so new? I learned the answer is not translation, it's invitation. You don't have to explain everything, just sing in honesty. People feel the truth even if they don't understand the words. Some years ago, I performed in a small city called Bilbao in Spain. Afterward, an elderly woman approached, tears in her eyes. She was crying. She didn't speak English, and I didn't speak Spanish. Not at all, not a word of Spanish. But she pressed her hand on her heart and said, I didn't understand your words, but I understand your sadness. This is cultural diplomacy. It doesn't move through governments, it moves through resonance. Indian music is often seen as ancient and untouchable. I honor that legacy, but I also believe tradition must evolve. I remix semi-classical forms of Indian music called Thumri, Dadra, Cheti, and collaborate them with electronic music and jazz musicians. I've brought sitar and tabla to rock festivals and Sanskrit chants to the jazz lounges. And each time people lean in, they want to feel something ancient and true. Tradition is not a relic, it's a river. It must keep flowing. One of the most recent chapters of my life is with American Patriot Quartet, a Grammy-nominated band we just nominated this year. We didn't win, but that's okay. It blends Indian classical music with Appalachian folk songs. We don't impose our traditions on each other. We listen. The banjo meets the bansuri. The tabla meets the fiddle. Let me share a moment of our version of that little folk melody that I tried to make Indian. So there's a song, it's a very popular American folk song, timeless song called Shenandoah. Many of you might have heard it. It goes like this. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you. That line speaks to every immigrant's heart, every person between homes. Close your eyes for a second. Think of a song that reminds you of home, a melody from childhood, a rhythm that makes you feel like yourself again. That's your story, your anchor. I've sung for presidents and prime ministers. I've also sung for refugee camps, schools, and women's shelters. What I've learned is this: venue doesn't matter. Titles don't matter. What matters is presence, intention, honesty. Art doesn't ask for credentials. It just asks, are you willing to be moved? India's culture goes far beyond music. Our fabrics tell the stories, the shimmer of Banarasi silk, the earthy grace of khadi, and the beautiful Bhagalpuri silk sari from Bihar. All our food is not just delicious, it's medicinal. Turmeric for inflammation, cumin for digestion. Even our dances are archives. Bharatanatyam tells stories through gestures, Kathak through rhythm, and Bhangra through joy. These are not hobbies, they are memory systems. India's spiritual gifts, yoga, meditation, mindfulness, are now global languages. In a noisy world, they offer not escape, but clarity. From Tokyo to Tulsa, I see yoga studios, chanting circles, and mindful communities. The world isn't just watching India, it's absorbing her. Let's try something. I'll sing a phrase and you repeat. It's very easy. It's not going to be hard, trust me. All right? So we just go, la la la. La la la, la la la, la la la. Give yourself a big hand. You feel that, right? It's not just sound, that's connection. That is diplomacy, practiced in real time. So what does all this have to do with leadership? Like music, leadership requires deep listening. It demands improvisation. It's about knowing when to speak, when to pause, when to let silence lead. The best leaders, like the best musicians, hold spaces for others to shine. They carry tradition while welcoming change. They are vulnerable, but still strong. This is the art of governance. This is why culture matters. Before we close, take one breath with me. We're just going to breathe. On the count of 3, we breathe. just did something so powerful, something ancient, something shared by every culture on earth. You took a breath, and in that breath, we were connected. From Mumbai to New York, from Sanskrit to Shenandoah, from silence to song, this has been a journey, and I hope it reminds you of your own. Because whether you lead a government, a classroom, a company, or a family, you are already an artist. You are already shaping a story. Let that story be rooted in truth. Let it be guided by rhythm, and let it carry peace across oceans.